Hello and welcome to Know Your Representative, the program that bridges the visible gap between lawmakers and their constituents. I am Maria Olashainde. Today on the show, I have an honourable member representing Bungudu Maru Federal Constituency at the House of Representatives from Zamfara State, Honourable Abdulmalik Zubairu. We'll take a short break. I'll be back soon. Stay with us.
100 days of unrelenting commitment, boundless energy and true leadership by one remarkable man, the face of progress in Bungudu and Maru, Zennem Bungudu, Honourable Abdulmalik Zubairu. Today, I invite you to witness a transformation like no other, spearheaded by a leader who is not just in office, but deeply engaged in changing lives. Zennem Bungudu doesn't just talk the talk, he walks the walk. In just 100 days, he has sponsored crucial bills that will define our future, bills to revolutionize education, enhance security, and empower our youth. Among them, the Federal Institute of Technology and Entrepreneurship Bungudu Establishment Bill 2023 and the National Vocational Center Establishment Bill 2023 are beacons of hope. But let's not stop at legislation. Behold the Zubairu Bao Women and Children Community Hospital, a state-of-the-art testament to Honourable Zenna's vision set to rewrite our healthcare narrative. This hospital, equipped with cutting-edge facilities, promises a healthier, brighter future for our mothers and children. But Zennem Bungudu's commitment doesn't stop there. He has revitalized healthcare centers across our constituency, ensured emergency intervention during health crisis, and made quality healthcare accessible to all. Today, the healthcare system in Bungudu and Maru stands stronger, more resilient, and ready to serve. Education is the key to our future. From renovating schools to constructing new madrasas, Zennem Bungudu's investments are laying the foundation for a brighter future for our children. Empowerment programs have provided tools for success, sewing machines, motorcycles and more to the talented and hardworking individuals in our constituency. Infrastructure is the lifeline of progress. Solar street lights, boreholes and transformers are illuminating our communities, ensuring safety and powering our journey towards prosperity. But the celebration does not end here. From school desks for our children's comfort to winter clothes for our orphans' warmth, Zennem Bungudu's touch reaches every corner of our lives. This leader, Zennem Bungudu, understands our needs because he's one of us. He knows our dreams because he shares them. In the midst of poverty and insecurity, we have found a true champion. Zennem Bungudu, you have not just ignited hope, you've turned dreams into reality and sown the seeds of a brighter future. As we commemorate this first 100 days, let's join hands in celebration, in gratitude, and in renewed determination. Zennem Bungudu, a visionary leader, a dedicated public servant, and the embodiment of our collective hopes and dreams.
So finally, I want to solicit for this more support to my constituent in terms of the informations, advices, and all other sort of support they can give me, because that one will help us a lot. Because this is only 100 days we have now get to this stage by making all this kind of achievements. and by virtue of the election, we have almost 4 years. So with their support and prayers, I know inshallah in the next 1 year or in the next coming years, we are going to do more for the development of our constituency and also for the progress of the society in general.
Welcome back, and the program is still Know Your Representative with Maria. If you're just joining us, I'm still here with the lawmaker representing Bungudu Maru Federal Constituency and the House of Representatives from Zamfara State, Honourable Abdulmalik Zubairu. You're welcome to Know Your Representative.
Thank you. Thank you.
So let's start like this. How close are you with your constituents?
So as you can see, we're very close. We love each other. I was a member representing this constituency in 2015-2019. I was also re-elected in 2019-2023, but unfortunately, due to the Supreme Court judgment that affected the APC structure in the state, I couldn't able to be in the House. And I'm lucky enough that I came back to 2023, 2027 by God's grace. And I'm the only APC that represents the whole zone. We lost at the Senate, we lost at the other House of Reps in the zone, and also all the State Assembly, almost 8 seats. We couldn't able to get one. So I'm the only APC member.
The survivor.
That survived in the whole zone. So they show that my people love me and also I love them.
Okay, so how did you get into politics, and who is your mentor in politics?
So I started my political career since in the secondary school. Because I'm a prefect, I lead the house. I'm a house prefect in my house, Sokoto House, when I was studying in secondary school at Maru Technical College, Sokoto. And also when I came to the institution, I also participated actively in student union government as a director of social welfare, and also a treasurer in the Muslim Student Society. So I started my political career. So when I joined service as a worker in the local government, I was also elected as a chairman of the Nigerian Union of Local Government Employees in my local government. From that level, I elevated up to the state level, where I became a state president of the Nigerian Union of Local Government Employees for almost 6 years. Because I was in the second term when I voluntarily resigned and joined the main politics. That is how I became into politics. My political mentor, I think, is well known, and it's nobody than the present senator, and also a former governor of Zamfara State, Dr. Abdulmalik Zubairu. Is my political mentor, and I still remain with him.
What are the ropes of politics you've learned from him? Perseverance, tenacity, patience. Which one have you learned from Abdulmalik?
As a matter of fact, if you are still with my boss, you will learn a lot, because he's a patient person, and he's a generous. Anybody that's close to him, he can give whatever he has, because he's somebody that is hand out. So if you are still with my boss, you will learn a lot, and he will also guide you properly, that how you are going to handle at least human beings, because women are very difficult people to manage. But he will say guide you, he will advise you rightly, and more than anything, is a religious person. And a Muslim is a Muslim, and I've never seen a person that performs religion like him. Any minute, any second, you just concentrating on how to worship his God. That is what I'm about. Yeah.
Okay, so let's talk about your recent empowerment that you did for your people. Is it from the constituency funds or from your personal pocket?
Based on what I learned from my mentor, whatever God gives you, He gives you not only for your own, but He gives you for the family, associates, and also in general. So He normally advises that whatever you have, try as much as possible to see how you can share it within your own family, within your own people. So what I did, almost 95% is from my own pocket. It's what I'm benefiting from, because I'm a business person. I'm into oil and gas, I'm into construction, I'm into so many businesses. So what I realized from my business, he always advised that, okay, try and at least extend a hand of fellowship to others, because what God gives you is not for you alone, it's for the generality. So what I did generally is almost 95% from my pocket. But there's also at least a 5% that I derived from the seat of the members I'm representing in the House of Reps. Because the former member has put so many what you call empowerment program, which I think what I just took out of it is just 62 sewing machines. That's only what is part of.
That's in the zonal intervention project.
The 62 soul machine.
Okay.
All the empowerment I did, all the programs I did, that's only what I derive from the house. But all other aspects of this from my pocket.
So how many motorcycles?
I distributed 500 motorcycles, 102 sewing machines, 150 generators, 50 POS, that's a machine that you use to transact with your funds. And also I distributed 420 hospital beds and mattresses, and also 700 school chairs. That's what we did on that day.
700 chairs.
700 chairs for the schools. That is what we distributed on that day. But besides that, there are so many projects we executed that we even commissioned before the DD of the program. Yeah.
Okay. Now, you've done this about 500 motorcycles. So how did you narrow it down to this number of motorcycles? Do you have people who follow up with your people, or you just give it to them? Then after giving it to them, is anybody who now goes to check and how have you done this? Are you using it well? So that it doesn't come back to you again that you've not done enough. So what are the processes you put in place to ensure that your people are actually using these things? Because once we give them a motorcycle, they sell it.
Yeah, what we did, we set up a committee from the local government committee to the ward level committee. That is how we shared the properties. So it was the responsibility of the local government and the ward committee to select the beneficiaries, which most of them are politicians, well, most of them are also youth that are not doing anything, they are looking for something to do. So that's what we did. So, and we also give it as a policy that whosoever benefited from that motorcycle is for him alone. So he has an option. If he's going to use it, maybe to do Okada or to run some of part of his business, I know he's going to gain something out of it. If he's going to sell it, the minimum he can sell it is almost 400,000 naira. So if somebody can have a cash of 400,000 naira, I think it's enough for him to start something.
To empower himself.
Yeah, so that's what we perceive. And I want to give assurance that we are monitoring it to make sure that those motorcycles, whether you sold it, you have to make sure that you have to at least establish something for yourself as a business.
And you don't come back again.
No, you cannot come back because we have your own data. We have a data of everybody that we give because there's a format you have to fill. You have your phone, your addresses, and even the picture. And also we install them into a system that there is no way somebody can be repeated again. That we have that system, it cannot be repeated. So when we are discharged, we discharge you. It now depends on you. You should either go and stand on your own, or you now continue to be a liability, which is a decision by yourself.
Okay, now let's talk about health. You reconstructed some clinics or hospitals under your constituency. So tell us about it. The state it was before you started.
Yeah, really, when I came into the system, in our state, we are having a serious challenge of insecurity, which affected all aspects of our life, economically, socially, religiously, all aspects of our life. It was affected by the insecurity challenges we're having. So most of our people, they don't even have a means to have a very good 3 square meters. 80% of my constituent people are having their challenges. They don't even have food to eat. So if somebody don't have a food to eat, how will you expect him that when he is having a small sickness that he can go to the hospital? 100 or 1,000 or 5,000 to buy food and to go to the hospital and attend to a case that maybe should be addressed at early stage. Because if you couldn't address it at the early stage, it will be a serious situation, a problem. So when I came in, I look at our health institutions are almost gone, dilapidated to some extent that you cannot even expect a human being to be in that place. So, especially in a place where there is even they have a serious challenge of insecurity. That's why I started my own health sector. So there's a place they call Donkulmi. Donkulmi is a village that I think you can spend 3 days or 4 days before you reach that, because you have to get at least an escort from the security agent before you leave that village. So their hospital you cannot even put an animal inside that hospital. So I renovated it. I spent over 40 million to make sure that it comes to a standard that people can use. And I give them almost 50 hospital beds after the village renovation. Also, that Sado is one of my constituent, they are having the same problem. I spent over 62 million naira on that hospital. Because the way I see it when I go for campaign, people have even abandoned that place. It's not a place that somebody can go and sleep. So, and also there's one village we called Renji. Renji, it's the same thing also, but it's a little bit better than the other ones. So what we spend there is not up to 12 million to make sure that it comes to the normal sort of it. And also Kotokoshi, I also renovated Kotokoshi. I give them almost 42 beds too, which is now I spend almost 20-something million naira. But it comes to normal so that people can now go have access to it. That is in terms of the hospital. So now what I'm doing, that by God's grace in the next 2 or 3 weeks, I'm going to commission that hospital in my own hometown, in my own village. Okay. Because I'm close to the main headquarters. We are almost 16 kilometers ahead. So we have some challenges because we have only 2 general hospitals in the main headquarters, the Federal Medical Center and the General Hospital of Guso, which are the only specialized hospitals somebody can be referred to. So sometimes you can approach the hospital without getting beds, especially when we have a crisis of insecurity. People were wounded, some were killed. You don't even have a place where to keep those wounded people. So I now make an initiative. I'm going to build a hospital. I started from the scratch, and I'm going to finish it, inshallah, in the next 2 years, which I know that hospital is going to compete with even Federal Medical Center, because in that hospital I have a dialysis center, which I bought all the equipment. I have a digital X-ray machine. We have ultrasound. We have all the necessary equipment that requires to have a standard hospital. With even
in your own village?
In my own village, with even a house of doctors, that the doctors can stay in the hospital and the nurses can also stay in the And that hospital is equipped with solar. So even if there is no generator, there is no light, they can still run for 24 hours. So I spent over 150 million naira to that hospital, and I'm still spending. So I'm going to give you assurance that by God's grace, I'm going to build the hospital in the next 2-3 weeks.
What about the staff strength across the other hospitals you renovated and this one? Who is responsible for the payment of the staff? Is it the federal government, the state? No, the state government or you?
Yeah, the hospital are renovated from
because it's one thing to have these hospitals. It's one thing to have staff who can actually handle the people who will be coming there.
Really, the staff, the hospital of Dankulmi, the one I mentioned earlier before, they are government hospital. Okay. They already have their existing staffs. But unfortunately, because of the nature of the environment, they couldn't able to work. So immediately we finished the renovation, all of them came back and they started working perfectly. But this one I'm building, we have already recruited over 72 staffs that are going to manage that hospital. We are even giving them training. And that hospital, one of the funny things I can tell you, is a paperless hospital. Because we have almost 32 computers installed. Even the card that we normally give you for the patient card, it's just like an ATM card. So will it be free or to be subsidized? It is going to be subsidized because what I started initiating that is going to be for the women and children. We want to start with women and children first. Then later we can see how we can accommodate other sex, like male and women. Let's talk about sports, youth and sports in your federal constituency. What are your plans for them? In terms of the youth, you know, after the empowerment we give them, and which I know almost thousands of them are going to be employed. So we already established a training center that we are going to train our people. There's a mechanic, the furniture, and all these kinds of aspects of it. So we are planning to make it, and inshallah it is going to come to reality in the next 1 or 2 months. So our youth will be registered, and you will come there and you'll be trained. After we finish their training, we are going to give them at least some capital that they can stand on. But let me tell you something. I have this something that I need to tell you. I created a platform where we design a card. In each ward, we recruited 400 women. Each ward. Each ward. I have 21 wards, but so far we have finished with 15. In each ward, we selected 400 women. And that women's, we selected a group of women that will go and give them training in different aspects of empowerment programs. So immediately after that training of 3 days, 4 days, 5 days, we are going to give them 5,000. Which to me, in my village, 200 is something. So each ward will give them that 500,000, 5,000 naira times 400 women in each ward.
In each ward.
And they were able to cover almost 15 wards so far. So remaining 6. And the challenges we're having with the places where it's not possible to go. But I'll try as much as possible to go by myself and make sure that I execute.
Because of insecurity?
Security challenges. Yeah, but I will try as much as
possible. But if you
possible.
could reach there when you were campaigning, you should be able to...
No, I couldn't able to go there for campaign.
Wow.
But on the one of the 40, that's why I started my health sector with them.
They gave you more votes.
I couldn't able to go for campaign, but because of confidence they had in me, I have not fallen one single falling unit. The one I defeated in PDP, his hometown is in that area. But he couldn't able to win his polling unit. I defeated him in his polling unit, which he was there at present. Yeah, I'm not even go there for campaign.
But because of your goodwill.
They know my goodwill, and I was there before, so they know how I treated them when I was in the in the 8th assembly. So they have that confidence in me. So they voted for me again. So I want to give you assurance. That's why I started the program of health with them. But inshallah, maybe after the rainy season, when things are clear, I'm going by myself to make sure that those women I have dealt with other people, they also benefit.
So what do they teach them? Is it soap making?
Very good soap making, this car wash, this small
little things that they can be able to make money.
Yeah, within 10 minutes, 15 minutes, it's very easy for somebody to learn and they know how to make it. So and they are really appreciating, and I know before I go back next year, some of them have even become rich with that 5,000.
So in terms of education, what are you doing to encourage the girl child from your constituency to be in school?
Yeah, what I did within this 100 days, if you are following, we opened a portal, not even to guess, but to everybody in terms of education, that if you have a remitter that you have not paid for your school fees, you just come and present that remitter. We don't normally give people money in their house or cash or into their accounts to go and pay. But what we did that, you should bring the remitter to us. And we are not going to make a part payment. We are going to make a full payment to you. So that we know that this person has been registered in the school. That's what we did. And we have registered for almost more than 500 students who have paid registration. And there are some institutions like CEO in the College of Education. I personally decided to enroll 100% there. And I took the responsibility of doing everything for them. Which basically I paid for their 3 years course. I paid the registration of their 3 years, including the accommodations. So that I know that that's 100 people, so I'm done with them. Then there's also one school of health technology, which is in my village. We recruited almost 30, and I feel almost 100% of their school fees. And everything that's supposed to be concern the school for the 3 years.
Okay, now let me bring it to you, because all this you're doing now on your own. So let me bring it to your zonal intervention project. What are the projects that you've filed in or you put in for your constituency into the zonal intervention projects?
You know, I just came in. I have not had any budget so far. So I have not started doing any budget. But when I came into budget, I'm going to give more emphasis to the capital projects. So I'm going to concentrate on 80% on capital projects. Then in terms of empowerment, I'm still maintaining the status I'm maintaining now. Whatever I'm gaining from the other things I'm doing, I'm going to continue the empowerment to my good grace.
Okay, fine. After these 100 days, what should your people expect from you?
So, you know, they have confidence in me. And there are prayers that I have just did a lot in 100 days. So when I reach almost a year, they should expect more. And with their prayers, I see it coming. By God's grace, maybe in the next 1 year, we are going to maybe times 2 or times 3 of what we did. Inshallah, we're going to make it.
The Minister of State for Defense is from your state.
Yes.
So one would now imagine, how can the Minister of State for Defense, his own state, is facing such level of insecurity? So what are you doing with the state government and the federal to ensure that such things are curbed out?
You know,
because it's no longer a party matter now.
It's not a party matter. It's not a party matter. It's not a party matter at all. He was just appointed as a minister, I think it was just last month. But he was a governor before. So he knows the situation on the ground. He knows the predicament. and that he may have the possible solutions. So I think the thing is seriously deteriorating, and we have to come and see what you can do. But the federals, we need the presence of the federal government.
So have you raised it in the House?
We even moved a motion to do,
okay,
which was led on by one of my friends, colleagues, my fathers. We had even, we thought that the speaker would give us at least a time so that we can at least give our own input. But we moved a motion, and I know that motion is a very good motion and it's going to be taken up. But beside that motion, I think the federal government has to do something about the state. But we are still praying that government should come in, and also not even government, everybody who has a stake, please, should come in, even with prayer.
All stakeholders.
All stakeholders, nationwide, worldwide should come in, please. Even with prayers, God will come to our side by God's grace.
Thank you, Honourable Abdulmalik, for coming on Know Your Representative.
Thank you, Maria. I'm grateful.
The task of the leaders is to get their people from where they are to where they've not been. How do we hold our leaders accountable in the business of lawmaking and representation?
The mandate that you have given to us is not abuse in any way.
The primary purpose of government is to ensure the welfare and security of the Nigerian people.
The Constituency project had noble intentions, and they still remain the most veritable tool.
Do they really know their representatives at the states and national assemblies?
Our people, they don't have water, they are suffering. They only drink water from where rain fall.
For the current one, the 10th assembly, I don't really know who is in charge.
From the mountaintops to the deepest valleys, we're ready to go an extra mile just to show Nigerian your constituency project. Know your representative with Maria, bridging the visible gap. Thank you for being a part of the program. This week, join me same time next week as I bring you another interesting edition of the program. For missed episodes, you can catch up on our YouTube page, Base TV. Thanks for watching. I am Maria Olashainde. Bye for now, and God bless Nigeria.